Hello everyone. My name is Novario Dimas, and I am a student of information technology at Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia. Today, I will present a topic titled Audit of Information Infrastructure and Operations, based on the book. Section 1. What is an audit of information infrastructure and operations? In the context of information systems, information infrastructure and operations audit refers to the evaluation of all technological components and operational activities that support an organization's IT services. This includes hardware, software, networks, data centers, security systems, and technical personnel operations. The main goal is to ensure that all IT components are working properly, securely, efficiently, and in compliance with internal policies and external regulations. Section 2. Why is this audit important? This type of audit is very important for several reasons. Risk management identifies potential failures or vulnerabilities in infrastructure. Security helps detect weaknesses that could lead to data breaches or system attacks. Compliance ensures that IT operations follow legal standards and organizational policies. Performance optimization identifies areas for improvement to enhance system efficiency and reliability. Accountability and transparency provides documentation for management and stakeholders about how the IT environment is managed. Section 3. Objectives of the audit. According to the book, the audit has several specific objectives. Evaluate whether IT infrastructure aligns with the organization's goals. Identify misconfigurations, outdated hardware, and software vulnerabilities. Review backup and recovery procedures to ensure data resilience. Analyze operational activities such as server maintenance, network monitoring, and user access control. Recommend best practices to improve system uptime, security, and service quality. Section 4. Audit process, step by step. The auditing process typically consists of the following steps. Planning the audit. Define the scope, audit criteria, team members, and timeline. Preliminary review. Understand current infrastructure, policies, and systems through interviews and document review. Detailed testing and evaluation. Use tools to test server performance, security levels, network traffic, and log analysis. Risk identification. Analyze gaps, inefficiencies, and threats. Reporting and documentation. Create a formal audit report with findings and recommendations. Follow-up audit. Review if the recommended improvements have been applied. Section 5. Frameworks and tools used. To conduct a proper audit, several international standards and frameworks are commonly used, such as COBIT, Control Objectives for Information and Related Technology, focuses on governance and control. ISO/IEC 27001, International Standard for Information Security Management. ITL, Information Technology Infrastructure Library, provides best practices for IT service management. NIST Cybersecurity Framework, a guideline for protecting digital infrastructure. Tools such as Wireshark, MAP, Nessus, and Splunk are also used for technical analysis. Section 6. Case Study Summary, continued and elaborated. English. In the book Audit Sistem Informasi, Implementasi dan Studi Kasus, the case study illustrates a real-world scenario where an organization failed to secure its IT infrastructure due to lack of regular audits. Key problems found in the case included: no centralized access control system, allowing unauthorized internal access. Outdated antivirus software and unmonitored firewalls, exposing the network to external threats. No disaster recovery plan, which posed a risk of permanent data loss in case of failure. The audit team, using the COBIT framework and ISO 27001 standards, recommended several actions. Implement a centralized identity and access management system, IAM. Upgrade network security tools and ensure continuous monitoring. Design and test a business continuity plan, BCP, and disaster recovery plan, DRP. Conduct regular training for IT staff on cybersecurity protocols. Section 7. Challenges in auditing information infrastructure. English. Despite the importance of this audit, organizations often face challenges such as lack of updated documentation. Many companies fail to maintain proper records of their infrastructure components. Complex hybrid environments. Auditing cloud and on-premise systems together requires advanced skills and tools. Limited budget. Some companies prioritize operations over audit processes. Resistance from internal teams. Employees may view audits as threats to their workflow or job performance. To overcome these challenges, organizations must promote a culture of continuous improvement, provide auditor training, and invest in modern audit tools like automated scripts and vulnerability scanners. Section 9. Best practices for a successful audit. English. For a successful information infrastructure and operations audit, organizations. Section 10. Future trends in auditing. The future of information infrastructure and operations audit will involve increased use of AI and automation to handle large volumes of data, real-time auditing with cloud-native tools, greater focus on cybersecurity compliance, especially with global regulations like GDPR and PDPA, integration with DevOps pipelines to audit infrastructure as code, remote and continuous audits due to hybrid work environments. Section 11. Common findings in information infrastructure audits. From various audit reports and case studies, common findings in IT infrastructure audits include lack of asset inventory management. Many organizations don't maintain an updated list of IT assets. Weak password policies. Default passwords or short, simple ones are still in use. Unpatched systems. Operating systems and applications often miss critical updates. Limited network segmentation. All systems are on a flat network, increasing the risk of lateral attacks. Ineffective logging and monitoring. Logs are not reviewed regularly or are not configured properly. Inconsistent backup schedules. Some systems are backed up daily, others not at all. Section 12. Impact of a poor audit or no audit. When an organization skips infrastructure and operations audits or conducts them poorly, the consequences can be serious. Data breaches due to undetected vulnerabilities. Operational downtime caused by hardware failure or misconfiguration. Regulatory fines for non-compliance with laws such as GDPR, HIPAA, or ISO standards. Loss of customer trust due to repeated service disruptions or leaks. Increased recovery costs in case of disasters or cyber attacks. Section 13. Roles and responsibilities in the audit team. A successful audit requires collaboration among several key roles. Lead auditor, plans and manages the overall audit activities. System auditor, focuses on reviewing technical components such as servers and networks. Compliance officer, ensures that IT practices align with policies and regulations. IT manager or administrator, provides documentation, access, and explanations about the systems in use. Security specialist, analyzes vulnerabilities and validates security configurations. Section 14. Integrating audit findings into strategic planning. The value of an audit increases significantly when its findings are used to shape the organization's IT strategy. Key integration practices include budget allocation for critical upgrades based on audit risks. Section 15. Audit frequency and timing. How often should an information infrastructure and operations audit be conducted? Annually for most organizations. Quarterly or biannually for high-risk industries such as finance, healthcare, or government. After major changes, like data center migration, implementation of new systems, or cybersecurity incidents. Random audits can also be used to evaluate readiness at any time. The frequency should be defined in the organization's IT governance framework and adjusted based on risk assessments. Section 16. Auditing cloud infrastructure. As more organizations move to the cloud, cloud infrastructure auditing has become a critical part of information operations audits. This includes evaluating services like Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS, AWS EC2, Azure Virtual Machines. Platform as a Service, PaaS, Google App Engine, Azure App Services. Software as a Service, SaaS, Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, Zoom. Key audit areas in the cloud environment. Identity and access management, IAM, ensure only authorized users can access cloud resources. Data encryption, both at rest and in transit. Logging and monitoring, integration with tools like CloudTrail, AWS, or Azure Monitor. Data residency and compliance, where data is stored and whether it meets local legal requirements. Backup and disaster recovery plans, are backups automated and tested? Section 17, Auditing in Zero Trust Architecture, ZTA. Zero Trust is a modern security model where no user or system is trusted by default, even if inside the network. Auditing in a Zero Trust Architecture, ZTA, requires a different focus. Strict identity verification, use of multi-factor authentication, MFA. Microsegmentation, every application or system has its own access rules. Least privilege access, users and services only get the minimum access needed. Real-time monitoring, continuous validation of behavior and access. Policy enforcement, automated security policies using tools like Microsoft Defender, Okta, or Zscaler. Section 18, Audit Documentation and Reporting Format. A proper audit should end with detailed documentation and a standardized report. The typical structure includes executive summary, key findings, risks, and overall audit rating.